Hi there, we are Carroll College's Business 101 class, and we are here to give you some information on how to conduct customer development interviews. So let's get started by understanding what these interviews are. Customer development revolved around the four-step framework by Steve Blank. The goal of customer development is to identify the needs of your customer so you can build the best product for their needs. During these interviews, it's best to understand that the customer being interviewed is the expert. These interviews are more personal and get the person to talk, so open-ended questions are better than yes and no. There are many benefits to these interviews, including validating your core business ideas, finding your ideal customers, the features your customers will want, language the customers use to make the product more attractive, and how they are actually using the product. Today we'll give you two different interview situations, one with some ideas of what not to do, and another as a good example with tips on how to conduct the interviews. Let's go over a not so good interview and see if you can determine what they should not have done.
Yeah.
So what did you do this weekend?
We went to the lake house.
Oh my god, so much fun.
Oh,
I wonder when they're gonna get here. Like I contacted them like an hour and a half ago.
that's so
I
weird.
know.
So today we're here to talk about the sneeze-proof masks and how you feel about them.
Do you like the sneeze repellent mask?
Yes.
Nice.
Good.
Have you tried putting it under the faucet yet?
No.
Okay, that's important. When you sneeze, does it smell like daisies?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool.
That reminds me, at the lake where we went this last weekend, there was daisies all over the ground.
No way. This late in the year?
Yes, it was very interesting. It smelled delightful, just like the masks.
That sounds so nice. I wish I went to the lake. Instead, I was stuck babysitting my grandmother.
Oh,
She still wears adult diapers.
oh wow.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I guess this is all we can do for this interview. Might as well play some Candy Crush.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start. Oh no, I died.
They haven't contacted me yet. Usually they do a follow-up.
Did you identify what was wrong? This is considered a bad interview because they didn't contact the customer with enough time. It's best to contact no later than 24 hours before the interview. The interviewees went off topic and did most of the talking by only asking yes or no questions. Then they were personally negligent and didn't follow up after the interview. Now let's look at an example of a good interview.
Hi.
Hi.
Very nice to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
I would shake your hand, but COVID, so like.
Yep, no worries.
Thank you for being on time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worry. Thank you guys for contacting me a week ago. I have a really busy schedule, so it
Yes.
helped.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
cool.
making time for us.
Okay, so we wanted to talk about our sneeze-proof masks with you today and get some open-ended questions about how you feel about our product. So we'd like to start with if you've ever used the product when you were sick and if you had any experiences, positive or negative, with it.
Yeah, so I actually did. However, it definitely does work by blocking the sneeze. However, it left the sneeze in the mask. So that would be one thing I would maybe try to fix there because it was just uncomfortable to wear after you had sneezed into the mask.
Yes, makes sense.
That's very fair.
Okay, our next question is, how has your experience with the mask been, and were they comfortable? Did you have any irritability with how they fit?
I think for myself, it was very comfortable. The elastic bands really allow a comfortable fit. However, since there's only one size of the mask, they fit me very well, but I don't know if they would fit a larger person. So,
Okay.
Good idea. Okay, our last question would be what you would suggest about new features of this product, if you would want anything different, and what that would look like for you.
well, obviously I've already mentioned how it traps in the sneeze,
Yes.
and then the size variety, and I also would suggest colors because I just really feeling a pink one, and you guys only had gray and black, so.
Yes, of course, that's a great idea. Thank you so much.
Yes,
We
of
really
course.
appreciate your time.
Yes.
We'd love to make up a follow appointment with you in the next couple of weeks if that was available in your schedule?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, we'll contact you.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
So far, this interview is doing so much better as they contacted the customer ahead of time and made it work for the customer, as these interviews are more beneficial to the company. By contacting ahead of time and working in the person's schedule, it shows respect and interest of their time. The people conducting the interview were very enthusiastic about the topic and interested in what the customer had to say, and they also took notes to review for later. They kept the questions open-ended so the customer could speak their mind and give their insight. Lastly, they made a plan to follow up with the customer on a timeline they set up to best fit the customer's schedule. These are some great examples on how to conduct these interviews. Of course, there is still much more to know and more tips. We recommend doing your research and using this video as do's and don'ts examples, as these interviews are based on your company's products or services. Be confident in your understanding of what you have to offer and keep an open mind to the customer's ideas. Now let's check back in on our interview. Thanks for watching and good luck on your customer development interviews.